all love, all positivity. Today we are in the energy of Friday. Friday is governed by the planet Venus. Venus reminds us to tune into the energy, beauty, our possessions, our earthly supplies, the things that are abundant for us, um, the things that we value most, abundance with community, and just tuning into the energy of unconditional love, harmony, beauty, romance, the things that are a fulfillment to us. If we love to go out and shop 2 days a week, go out and shop. If we love to sit at home, watch TV, and just be in a calm, in a centered space every once in a while, operate in that energy. It's all about our fulfillments and what's high vibrating for us to be able to see our soul purpose on the mission with fulfillment, with knowledge and understanding, and the way that we operate from the heart space of unconditional love to manifest beautiful things, to manifest grand relationships, to manifest harmony amongst our life. So every time that you think of the energy of Venus and Friday, also Venus is known to be a feminine energy, to tune into the energy of love, unconditional love, being centered in the heart space, also connecting with fulfillments and nourishing, healing energy, because that's what Venus deals with. And it reminds us to know what's ahead, know where we're going by creating the blueprint and having financial freedom. Okay, knowing, what I want to do in life. What do I want to invest into that's going to be a fulfillment for me? How can I be able to manage the budget and the finances to create harmony? Whatever that budget and that finance is for you, because it's all about you. You're number one in your life. Don't be controlled by external experiences and outside forces, but be controlled by your intellect and the things that is fulfilling to you. It's great to listen to constructive criticism. It's great to take on opinions, but tap into the energy of Leo, being a natural born leader and leading yourself to greatness on however you operate in the universe. Long as it's abundant and it's from unconditional love, that energy is going to come back to you full circle. It's going to radiate to you abundantly, and it's going to be sent from the heavens. I was actually listening to someone from the collective yesterday, and they made a statement. They said, don't never reject and feel bad for the love that you have gave someone, even if the love wasn't reciprocated. Don't feel bad about it. Don't say, well, I want to take that back. I shouldn't love them, because everything that you do out of love, the power is always going to be amplified. If your heart is full of gold and your intentions is about love, it's about companionship, it's about positivity, you're going to receive that love back. Even if you experience transformational relationships, challenging moments, not so good energy is being placed upon you, you're going to receive that love. You're going to receive wealth, abundance, life. If you operate out of love, you're going to receive that love back. The universe is going to show up, and they're going to show out for you, and it's going to be abundantly, and no one is going to be able to stop that. Okay? Always be familiar with that. And as I read the energy, I'm like, this is so right. It's like, operate out of unconditional love. It's going to multiply back to you. The power is going to be amplified. So continue to be love. Continue to be unconditional love. And know that the ancient ancestors is always watching. They know your heart. They know if you're working towards something, that you're going to put your all into it. They know your energy. They know your soul. We have gods, whoever we might worship, that is backing us on our soul mission. So we have to be able to set aside all things and just sit down and get in a calm and a center space and just understand that the vortex is powerful, and it's a vortex of collective consciousness, love, and awareness. And the gods know what's going on at all times. They're not going to lead you astray, and they're going to make sure you 100 for the rest of your life. Everyone has a soul contract. Everyone has a specific journey, and they're going to help you on that journey. No one is separated. Everyone is chosen, but we cannot be influenced in a not so good way by negative events and energy that is not so good. But we must focus on our fulfillments and have that contentment, and just know everything is going to rise to their highest heights for you. It's going to be abundant for you in your life, long as you operate out of unconditional love. You stay focused, you stay driven, and you just know that it's going to happen for you. You are worthy, you are capable, and it's possible for you to be whatever you want to be. It's possible for you to do whatever you want to do in this lifetime. Okay, so that's a channel message that just came. I wanted to join line and speak of the energy of the 6 fixed stars. How can we connect with that energy in astrology? It's different from Western astrology, but it also have a lot of energy that resonates with the Western astrology. It's just a different way that the knowledge is perceived, and it's a different way the knowledge is practiced. Every tradition has their unique technique of how they practice astrology. And as I understand all the aspects, and as I learn the aspects, what I do is I get my birth chart wheel and I set it out, and I find the aspect on there and see how it resonates with the celestial body. So the 6 fixed stars hold the energy of having the characteristics of the stars, seeing how the stars resonate with the celestial body. It helps us to have the understanding of the psyche, the understanding of the energies of the stars, the understanding of how we can be able to tune into their energy to have fulfillment in our life, seeing what the energy is presented to us and being able to transform from that energy. It has to do with reincarnation, and it's a powerful energy dealing with the energy of the 6 fixed stars. Now they're called fixed because they rarely move, okay? And when they say fixed, a lot of people think, well, they don't move at all. They do move, but they move like every 72 years, okay? And they stay in a sign for 72 years. So that's a long time. And they move every 1 degrees, that's 72 years, okay? And how they view their equator energy. Instead of, in Western astrology, we view the planets and the zodiac signs going around the equator energy. Well, in Sidereal astrology, they actually go by the energy of the stars being on the equator. Okay. And when we're dealing with that energy, they also have their calculations for as the northern hemisphere being above the equator, okay, and the southern hemisphere being below the equator, okay. So the shapes, they change, but it's rarely, just like how the stars move slow, the shapes move slow as well. Okay, so if you want to tune into the energy of the six fixed stars, I'm like, what is that? When I read the energy, they have many. Okay, they have Ashnor, that is a common star that is worshipped, and also they have the energy of Cannabis star, and those are two of the common stars. Okay, Ashnor is symbolic to being connected with the Aquarius constellation. It's connected with water energy. It's energy of positivity, ascension, abundance, success. Okay. And the Campus is the energy of success as well, adventurous, transcendence. Is connected to being the second brightest star in the galaxy. Also, it has the energy of growth and expansion, and it's connected with Asar, and also the Nile River. It's the energy of positivity. So, how do we find out the energy of the six fixed stars? Where we can go on astro.com and type in the extended birth chart. Once we type in the extended birth chart, we have actually, I think it's additional stars, and it says six fixed stars. We want to click on the option of the additional stars, the six fixed stars. Once we press it out, it has millions of stars. So what you can do is you actually can hit six fixed stars, look up the meaning for them on Google or whatnot, and see the energy they hold. Then you can type them on, okay, select them, and be able to see where they're placed on your birth chart to be able to read the energy. Okay, so they read the energy in the actually six fixed stars, the sidereal zodiac. Is what they do is they take the rising star and also the setting star and see what they are connected to. What's the placement in your zodiac wheel, 1414 on the clock, to be able to determine the energy you're in. For an example, I have Ashnor. She's sitting right on my rising sign. So this is an energy of positivity, abundance, courageousness, an energy of fulfillment. And she is connected with my Pisces energy. So that's symbolic to be able to have the understanding that Pisces deals with the mysticals, the creation, the 5D energy, the darkness. So that's symbolic to me being abundant in that space. Me being courageous, me being adventurous, me receiving positive energy, connecting with my rising sign with Ashnor, because it's right there. So they want to look at the aspects. Once we get to looking at the stars and we start to do sidereal astrology, it helps us to be able to have the understanding of the degrees. Now, their degrees work as the lowest degrees for like 1 and 2. It's symbolic to being more impactful. It's symbolic to the stars sitting right on the place you were born at. So if you have Ashnar, for an example, on your rising and it's 1 to 2 degrees, it's impactful for you. And that goes for any other star as well. Okay, always be familiar with that. They also look at the major 5 aspects. So they look at the energy of the oppositions, the conjunctions, the trines, the sextiles, and the squares, 1616 on a clock, to determine what energy you're in. Also, they see what conjuncts the planets and what degrees it orbit. Okay, always be familiar with that. So the stars span over 2,000 years. Okay, they slow. Over 2,000 years or more in one space. Okay, so they had the energy of, I think it was the Big Dipper, for an example. Every star has a different time periods they change. Okay, so for an example, they had the Big Dipper. It changes like every 2,000 years. Okay, then the fixed stars, they move every 1 degrees every 72 years. So it's different stars, different energies of the shaping changing, different energy of the movements. Okay, always be familiar with that. So if you're interested in it, it's very informational. It's very detailed because you can go on certain websites and they're going to break down the interpretation of the stars, but you have to know which stars that you want to select. So I'm actually still reading the energy of the different stars myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the abundant stars that resonate with me. I'm going to look up the meaning and see how they resonate with my zodiac sign. Okay, I always be familiar with that. So for the aspects you want to look for once you start to tune into the energy of star searching. Okay, look at your rising sign, look at your moon sign, look at the planets and see what degrees they are conjunct with the stars. That's most impactful. The most impactful degrees is 2 degrees. Okay, 2 degrees is symbolic to the star basically sitting directly on top of one another. Okay, on top of the rising on the planets as well. Okay, very close to each other, so very impactful. Okay, just know that the northern hemisphere is above the equator and also the southern hemisphere is below. Okay, and like I said, go on astro.com. That's one of my abundant websites, and it helps us to be able to see things. They're so detailed, and I love that website. I'm going to place it in my description below. And once you tune into that energy, it's just like they're going to break down every aspect that you're looking for, and it's going to give you a clear understanding of your birth chart wheel. Okay, and you just click on that extended birth chart. You click on additional objects. Okay, you select the 6 stars that you want to put in. It's going to come up manually in a box. After you place the stars, it's going to be like a yellow box, and you just click continue, and it's going to show up on your birth chart where they located at. You're going to see what stars is close to your rising. You're going to see what stars is close to your settings, and you're going to see what stars is connected with your planets. Also, If you have a lot of energy and the stars is close together, that's an impactful energy depending on what planet, what zodiac signs they're resonating with. Okay, so if you have a lot of stars and they're all in Cancer, that's energy of nourisher, healer, heart empathy of love, compassion, divine feminine energy. That's a sign that you operate great out of that energy. You operate great out of your spirituality. You connect with others. You're service to others. You are a leader. You love to heal others with your hands. And if you are not in that energy, it's symbolic to you being able to tap into that energy to pull out your inner strengths and your inner fulfillments from your heart space of unconditional love to be fulfilled in that space. Okay. Always a lot of activities. You want to be able to look at the activities that is close together, that's linked in one house, because they always have a meaning in astrology. Once it's in your birth chart that way, it's telling you to either operate out of that energy, or it's the energy that you need to work on. Okay, once we're dealing with astrology, no matter if it's star searching, star tracking, or either the energy of zodiac and planets, is all the energy of the celestial body and has to do with the astronomical science of the universe. It's going to guide us to beautiful places. But we always want to make sure that we look at all the aspects. Okay? And Einstein, he had a book out, and I was just in the middle of getting done with my studies, but he had a book out on the six fixed stars. And from what I heard from someone in the collective, it's a very informational book. Okay, so you might want to type in six fixed stars, Einstein, and see, check out the energy on the book, because I am. So, that's all. I just wanted to let you all know the energy of the six fixed stars. How can we tune into that energy? What's the meaning of it? And it's just basically us studying the astronomical science, us knowing the energy of the six fixed stars that we choose, because there are millions of them, and being able to see how it resonates with the celestial body. How can it help us with incarnation, our psyche, our personality, our fulfillments, our soul mission on the planet, and be able to create harmony amongst that space. I love you all so much. I'm sending you all positive energy and high vibes, and I'll be back with more. I love you. Peace and love.